Okay, I'm out on Highway 95 at night, trying to take pictures of the stars, and there's clouds up there whisking around, and we have the moon above us with a big ring around it. So I'm going to try and do that, but taking these videos like this is really messing with my night vision, and it would help to have someone else out here at the same time. That way one of us could work in the dark and the other one could work with the lights, and we could control which one comes on at what time. That would make this a lot easier. Anyway, I'll show you what I got. Okay, one of the things I've noticed about this is I can get this photograph looking good in camera raw, and that's what I posted on Facebook. But when I put it on this video, it shows all the grain and everything, the noise in the picture. And that's something that I wish I could clear up for the video to actually demonstrate what I've done here. But this is the idea, and most of you have already seen these pictures because I've posted them on Facebook. But that's what they look like on the raw side. Okay, what I'm doing here is I'm trying to get light trails of the cars coming down. Most of them are semi trucks going north into Idaho, but this is Highway 95 back here. The stars are out. I've got some pretty good moon shots with the 18mm lens. Problem is, it's really difficult to focus on this. Now, when I switch to the 300mm lens, I can get a really good close-up of the moon, and then I can actually focus because I can get enough of the moon in the frame that the camera will recognize it and focus on it. As far as the car light trails go, I'll show you. Now, I'll see how this comes across, but looking at the back of my camera, these are some of the light trails that I have here. And there's a nice good streak. And it's pitch dark out here, but if I have it on a high ISO and I have the aperture wide open, it looks like broad daylight, like that one. That was taken just a few minutes ago, and it doesn't show here if I turn off this light. Okay, now if it shows, it's still too bright. But anyway, it looks like broad daylight. I'll show that picture. It's just taken at night, but it's unbelievable how bright that is. And then some of the moon shots. Looks a little out of focus here, but I'm going to switch to the 300mm lens, and we'll go from there. Anyway. Okay, believe it or not, these pictures were taken. It was pitch dark outside, and I really couldn't see what I was shooting, but this is what I came up with after the fact. This picture had a very high ISO. I think I pumped it up to a 3600 ISO and left it open for 30 seconds, and it looks like broad daylight, but you can see the stars in the sky. Okay. All right, we're back on. I have the 300mm lens set up, and I've got it pointed at such an odd angle so I can lean it back and get it pointed toward the sky. But when I'm doing this, I don't bother with the looking through the lens itself. What I use is the screen on the back of the camera and just film it through that, and that way I can keep track of that. But when I'm trying to look through the lens, focusing is the hardest thing. It just is at this time of night. And the best type of camera for this is a crop sensor lens, and this is not the best thing for night photography. the best type of camera anyway that Nikon produces is the D810A. It's for it's really fantastic for taking Milky Way photos and getting a lot of stars and low light stuff. It's I hear it's fantastic for that. I'd love to check it out, see what it's like. But anyway, I'm going to work on getting some moon shots, and then we'll see what we got. Thanks. Bye. Okay, I'm going to call this a day. Right now my fingers are getting so cold I can't feel the remote trigger, but it's been an interesting lesson. I learned something every time I come out here, and the main thing that I want you to take away with photography is just keep practicing. Just practice, 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 and trial and error. And that's one of the ways that you eventually get good at this. So anyway, I'll see you later. And like I say, I can't even feel the buttons here. I've got lights in my hat here and I can't even turn them on. So, gotta go.